Hi guys, Mark Wallace here, and I thought I'd record this quick video for you. I've not recorded a video for you in a while, and I figured it was about time that I got back in touch, see how you're doing, and basically just impart some advice and some knowledge, because I know that a lot of people are still struggling to make money online, and there are a number of reasons for that, and most of the reasons stem from having the wrong mindset more than anything, and not having a particular outcome. In anything we do, whether it be our personal life, our business life, our employment life, we should have an outcome. We should always achieve or strive to achieve a particular outcome. And essentially, if you don't have any outcomes for yourself and you're working for someone in an office or whatever job it may be, essentially you're helping that person achieve their own outcomes. They're not your outcomes. When you're employed at this moment in time, if you are employed, you're working to help someone else, i.e. your boss, achieve their outcomes. They're not your outcomes, they're his or hers. So that's something that hit hard with me when I first realised that my employment, I'm filling someone else's pockets, I'm helping them achieve their goals and their outcomes, and that kind of didn't sit quite right with me. Anyway, I've got a couple of notes here, which is why I looked down. I'm going to pop these notes on here so that it just gives you a bit of food for thought, and you can go away and have a think about things and perhaps set your own outcomes this weekend or whenever you've got a bit of time to do it. But I would seriously recommend setting yourself some outcomes, because the very fact of putting them down on paper gives you motivation to want to achieve them. So, a couple of principles here that are going to help you achieve success, as long as you put stuff into practice, okay? So, first and foremost, know what you want. You've got to know what you want. And that can actually be quite difficult at times, trying to figure out what you actually do want. There could be a number of projects that you've got going on at any one particular time. And it then becomes a question of prioritising and actually figuring out the ones that are going to give you the best results in the shortest amount of time, and the ones that you actually want to achieve. So figure out what you want, why you want it, and make sure, as I said, that the outcome is going to be good for you and your immediate family, if that's what you want. Next, do something about it. Okay? There's no point in having this goal, this outcome, and putting it on paper and going, brilliant, done now. You've got to take action. If you don't take action, nothing is going to happen. And buying all these products online and reading them and not implementing them, I've not got a problem with people buying products online, as long as they are going to put them into practice and they're going to actually utilise them in their business. Most people think that there's a get-rich-quick scheme out there. There's not. If you buy an SEO guide, for example, and it's a good SEO guide and it teaches you how to SEO a website, utilising backlinks and content and social media and whatever else, and it's useful for you and you've got a number of websites out there, buy it and put it into practice. If there are some done-for-you websites that basically the websites are done for you, all the content's put on there, all the reviews are put on there, and so on and so forth, buy them if you're going to use them. If you're not, what's the point? So, know what you want, first and foremost, then do something about it, okay? The next step is to notice what happens, okay? See what happens. See what results you get from implementing these strategies, the things that the doing stuff. Notice what happens. That is feedback. There's no failure in life. You're only getting feedback, and the feedback can help you decide on which direction you want to go in. Whether it be are the actions that you're taking you further away from your desired outcome, or are they taking you closer to your desired outcome? If they're taking you further away, readjust what you're doing and implement a different strategy. Do something different, okay? And again, this kind of fits in with this. You've got to be flexible. So this just goes back to the point above. Notice what happens. If you do have to change tack and change course, then you have to be willing to be flexible and have to be willing to adapt to achieve your desired outcomes. And the sort of last point here is work from a psychology and I'm sorry, I'm terribly slow typing here. Excellence. Okay, and what does that mean? Basically, you know, whether you think about it or not, your mind and body are one system. You know, if you feel crap, if you're tired, if you're hungover, if you are in the wrong frame of mind, this is never going to work for me. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. You're sitting down and you're slouching. You know, that's not mentally stimulating. You're not in the right frame of mind. I don't know whether you can see here now, I've actually scrapped my office chair and I sit on a sort of kneeling chair. So it means that I have to have a good posture all the time when I'm sitting down typing. And it just keeps my back straight. It keeps your core tight and whatever else. And that's just something I did because it keeps me more awake. But don't think in the negative. Think in the positive all the time. If you think in the positive, you get in a positive state of mind. Maybe you go for a brisk walk if you're feeling a little bit down, or think about something that pleases you, a time when you were happy. Instantly, the feelings of negativity can disappear. So just think about getting in the right frame of mind before you sit down and work. And don't think of work as a chore. Think of it in terms of the outcome that you want, and these are just stepping stones along the way. If you can do that and get these sort of 5 principles nailed down, that's all you need to do to start making some decent money online or in any aspect of your life. Depending, it might not be money that you want. It might be to build a list. It might be to help someone lose weight. Whatever it is, just look at these 5 principles, think about them in detail, write them down, and you're halfway there. Okay, now I've got another couple of points for you. This is kind of to do with, basically getting in the right frame of mind is one thing, which is fantastic. But you also, when you're online or when you're going for an interview or whatever it may be, you're selling. You're selling yourself, you're selling your product, you're selling your services, okay? Couple of points here on selling. So first of all, you have to be credible. You've got to have credibility, okay? If you've got credibility, then you can pretty much sell anything. You've got to. Everyone's got to start somewhere. I'm well aware of that. But if you can get 1 sale or 2 sales or 3 sales online or in your business, notice how you've done it. Okay. Think about the steps that you took to do that and to get those sales. Or look at other people who are getting particular sales and reverse engineer what they've done. Okay? Ask them questions. And once you have this little system in place, okay, so this is how I got my first sale, this is how I did that, can I duplicate that to get more sales? Then you've got a system, then you've got some credibility going on, and that credibility then can transpire to your customers, so you're a credible supplier, therefore you can sort of command some sort of respect in the marketplace, I guess. And this is across the board for any products that you're selling, not just online products, it's offline, whether it be information, physical products, whatever. Next thing you've got to do, create some rapport, okay? Now, online is more of a faceless environment, so it's a little more difficult to gain rapport. But things like this, I'm recording a video for you guys today. This is me trying to generate some rapport with you. Okay, I'm offering you some advice. I'm credible. I've been online for a number of years. I know what I'm doing. I've set myself some outcomes. I'm telling you what has worked for me, and how it could potentially work for you. So I'm trying to build some rapport with you. And again, if you're creating an information product in a particular marketplace that you know a lot about, A, you can be credible. B, you could do a quick video. You could give them free reports. You could give them snippets of the product that you have or may want to create. That way you're building rapport. Email market to them, or email them, should I say. We're not necessarily marketing to them, we're just emailing them and building this rapport and this trust factor. Okay. And what you also want to be doing when we're selling is you want to talk about future implications. Okay? And by future implications, I mean there are markets for everything out there nowadays. And I'm sure there's going to be more markets coming and going and doing all sorts of things. But when you're selling something online, you've got to think about getting in the mind of your ideal customer. And obviously we do a load of market research and we know who our markets are and we know the demographics and. But we need to let our prospects and future customers know the future implications of not having our product or service. Okay, so again, a well-crafted sales message, a well-crafted video that talks about the fact that, okay, 6 months ago, where were you? Let's just use online as an example. 6 months ago, you weren't making any money online. And every week, you bought a WSO, a new product, and guess what? It sat gathering digital dust on your computer. Now, what's going to happen in 6 months' time when you haven't followed through on one of these products that you've purchased? You've kept buying product after product after product, and you keep chasing your tail. You're going to be in exactly the same position as you are now. You're going to earn no more money. You're going to be perhaps even more frustrated. Your partner, wife, husband, whoever it may be, is going to be more pissed off with you because you're still spending money on these products, not implementing them, not gaining any ground. And it's going to upset your family, it's going to upset your bank balance, it may upset your employees if they know what you're doing, if you're tired, if you're spending too much time at night trying to figure this stuff out and chasing shiny objects, and so on and so on and so forth. But this will work in any market. So weight loss, for example, if you keep eating what you're eating now and doing no exercise, in 6 months' time you're going to be more overweight and have more of a chance of suffering an early death through heart attack, which is an extreme example, but you get the point. So future implications, you've got to get that across in your sales message as well. Then what we want to do is we want to go toward our proposed solution. And again, that's when we talk about our solution and how we can help them. So we've established credibility, we've established rapport, we've talked about future implications and what's going to happen if they don't change. Then we talk about our proposed solution. So it's not a hard sell, it's, you go through, you tell them a story. This is what will happen if you implement our product, our strategies. You will get the results you see if you follow it through. And you can tell that because we are credible, we have success stories, I know you, you trust me. I've told you what is going to happen if you keep doing the same thing in the future. Let me help you get the desired outcome that you want. And that is effectively selling. So I just wanted to record this very quick video. It's not the fanciest video in the world, just done on a Word document, but hopefully it sort of tells you that this isn't difficult, this stuff online. Figure out what you want. Do something about it. Notice what happens. Be flexible. Make sure that your mind and body are healthy. When you're trying to sell, be credible. Establish a rapport with your target audience. Talk about their future implications of what is going to happen if they don't change, and then drive them towards a proposed solution. And this will work for e-commerce, it will work for any market under the sun, any niche market under the sun. It will work for offline stuff as well. So just have a think about these things, and I haven't spoken to you in a while on video. I wanted to record this. Hopefully you found it useful. And any comments, please leave them, and I'll be in touch soon. Okay, take care.